Hey, good morning. It's a beautiful morning. I went outside this morning to see what it was like, and didn't do it yesterday. I knew that it was cool. I didn't actually step out into it. Yeah, we got a bright sky out here this morning. The moon is just bright. It's foggy up in the upper atmosphere because there's you can see the rings around the moon. You can tell it's got a lot of moisture in the atmosphere this morning. And yesterday morning it was bright, but it had quit raining when I started the video. After I got done yesterday, though, it turned loose like it was pouring out of a bucket. Water did. It really come down, and reminded me, the miracle of how God can keep water in the clouds, and they can just be heavy, big, heavy clouds, and then all at once just turn loose and dump all that water out. Isn't that amazing? It's just the miracle the miracles that God has here on this earth for us to witness the power of creation. Pretty awesome. We got out in the garden yesterday. My granddaughter August. We got out there and picked some weeds off the top of the ground and found a lot of earthworms. She's a she's a hoot. But we cleaned the garden spots off. I got 9 or 10 or 11, 9. I think I got 9 garden beds out there, raised beds, and she's excited already to get into the ground, which that's pretty neat. I've always enjoyed that, and to pass that on, get that excitement, going into the ground again for them kids is pretty neat, and show them how to plant stuff and the miracles that God creates out of that, and just grows. Yeah, we had a good time yesterday. Went out for a walk, went down to the creek. We got a little creek here beside us. I live in Marshfield, Missouri. Marshfield was named because it was a big marsh area around here before they developed the land or the town. Just nothing but marshes, and they've filled in and done whatever. But this water just seeps out of the ground around here, and it creates a stream, and it turns into a pretty good creek, and then it just keeps going and turns into the rivers and the lakes. So we got the headwaters of Palm Lake right here where we're at. It's where it starts, and it continues and goes. Heading waters is what they call this area right here by us, and that's pretty neat to go out and see all that. So, all right, this morning, Thursday morning, March the 12th, starting this one off in 2 Timothy 4, verse 2. And as you all know, I go through here and get the references that's tied to that particular verse and write these things out, or handwrite them, get them all wrote out. And these are all only from Paul's evangel, because Jesus came and straightened Saul out. Remember that when in the book of Acts, where Saul was persecuting the churches, and Christ revealed something to him. He come down and revealed himself in a flash. It blinded him for 3 days, which is pretty neat. Then he spent some time learning. He went to the desert and for 3 years, I think it was, but it's quite a while. Well, he's learned a lot, and so here in Timothy's his letters is his prison epistles when he was the last letter that he wrote was 2 Timothy. So anyway, this starts off in 2 Timothy 4:2, and it goes from there. All right, so we'll read this thing out and see where it goes. Coffee's done. I just heard it click off. It's time. Time to get this day going, right? Okay. This is definitely good news. I get excited. Side note, I get excited about this stuff. Coming out of the churches and seeing how they scare the daylights out of you. Scare the hell out of you. one guy would preach that. He said, this I'm going to scare the hell out of you here today. And the congregation would laugh because he said the word hell, and it was, oh, he said the word hell in your church, in his regular talk. Yeah. Well, you know how churches are. But, God's locked them up in stubbornness, and it's not their fault that they're like that. But I'm just thankful that this has been revealed to me in understanding Paul's evangel, which truly is good news. Right, Kevin? A friend of mine commented yesterday how this stuff makes him laugh out. This stuff, this Titus and stuff like that. It does. It's truly good news. So, all right, here we go. Herald the word. Stand by it. Opportunely, inopportunely. Expose, rebuke, entreat with all patience and teaching. This testimony is true, for which cause be exposing them severely, that they may be in sound faith. Let no one be despising your youth, but become a model for the believers in word, in behavior, in love, in faith, in purity. Now, if Timothy should be coming, look to it that he should be with you fearlessly, for he is working at the work of the Lord, as I also. No one, then, should be scorning him. Now send him forward in peace, that he may be coming to me, for I am awaiting him with the brethren. Apprehend what I say, for the Lord will be giving you understanding in it all. Endeavor to present yourself to God qualified, and unashamed worker, correctly cutting the word of truth. Now youthful desires flee, yet pursue righteousness, faith, love, peace, with all who are invoking the Lord out of a clean heart. Become imitators of me, according as I also am of Christ. And you became imitators of us and of the Lord, receiving the word in much affliction with joy of Holy Spirit. You are witnesses, and God, how benignly and justly and blamelessly we become to you who are believing. Therefore we are consoled, brethren, over you in all our necessity and affliction, through your faith. For now we are living, if ever you are standing firm in the Lord. For what thanksgiving are we able to repay God concerning you for all the joy with which we are rejoicing because of you in front of our God, tendering yourself a model of ideal acts. But in everything, we are commending ourselves as servants of God, in much endurance, in afflictions, in necessities, in distress, in blows, in jail, in turbulence, in toil, in vigils, in fasts, in pureness, in knowledge, in patience, in kindness, in the power of God, through the implements of righteousness of the right hand and of the left, through glory and dishonor, through defamation and renown, as deceivers and true, as unknown and recognized, as dying, and lo, we are living, as disciplined and not put to death, as sorrowing, yet ever rejoicing, as poor, yet enriching many, as having nothing and retaining all. Our mouth is open toward you, Corinthians. Has your heart broadened? Not distressed are you in us, yet you are distressed in your compassions. Now, as a recompense and kind, as to children am I saying this, you also be broadened. Do not become diversely yoked with unbelievers. For what partnership have righteousness and lawlessness? Or what communion has light with darkness? Now, what agreement has Christ with Bela, Belial, Belial? Or what part a believer with unbeliever? Now what concurrence has a temple of God with idols? For you are the temple of the living God, according as God said, that I will be making my home and will be walking in them, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. Wherefore, come out of their midst and be severed, the Lord is saying, and touch not the unclean, and I will admit you. For the rest, brethren, whatever is true, whatever is grave, whatever is pure, whatever is agreeable, whatever is renowned, if there is any virtue, and if any applause, be taking these into account. And flee youthful desires, yet pursue righteousness, faith, love, peace, with all who are invoking the Lord out of a clean heart. There it is. I won't add anything to that. All right. So Paul was saying something to the Corinthians there, wasn't he? Yeah. Read it in context. Yep, this is it's pretty neat. It's good news. That is you know, the temple of God, we are. Yeah. That we are. And it's pretty neat. But anyway, I've got the tomorrow's already wrote out. Actually, it's right here. Titus starts out Titus 2 verse 14 is where tomorrow's kicks off. So we'll see where that one goes. All right, and there it is. It's done. You have to wait till tomorrow to see that one. Hey, you all go have a fantastic morning. All right, and enjoy it. It's an awesome day. I'll talk to you later.